The hardest game is the title many games carry. Currently, one of the popular ones is Suika game. Probably seen your favorite YouTuber or VTuber play if you follow Hololive or Ludwig, Sekuno, etc. If you follow Hololive, you've definitely seen it. If you play Dark Souls, Elden Ring, or some of those skill-involved games, probably think that's the hardest game. Although, have you tried Expert Minesweeper? Yeah, this game is absolute hell, except a bunch of calculations. In Expert mode, you get thrown into millions of lucky moments. You have to be a Hikari and hit your lucky jackpot to beat that, so let me explain you the Minesweeper. As you've seen, by clicking on a square, it reveals some spaces, and there's a bunch of numbers. Now, why did I put this flag here? Well, number 1 means in these 8 squares, there's only one mine surrounding it, so there can only be mine here, and the mine can't be here because this one stands here. Now, because there's 2 here, one of these has to be a mine. And because of this one, a mine has to be here, therefore it can be here. Pretty simple, right? So because of these 3, all of these has to be mines. This can't be a mine because there's one here and there's one here, so one of these 2 has to be a mine. Now you can also click on numbers if you placed a flag around them, for example here, and if it's surely placed, it will uncover some of these, although it's not a cheat, it might also explode in your face if you're not careful. The game also sometimes gives you these lucky guesses. We literally can't know which one is a mine, so we just luckily guessed it. Okay, 88 seconds, as I was explaining it. So now, we're not doing expert because I was trying it for like half an hour and it didn't work, so we'll just go intermediate. This is 40 flags, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 by 16 probably. It is. And expert is, well, I believe this is 3216. So apparently I was wrong and it's actually 30 times 16. So yeah, today we'll be trying intermediates. I would like to get under like a minute score. So let us see. How good am I at intermediates? Okay, this is not particularly hard, especially if you're not trying to speedrun it. If you're just clearly allowing yourself to think, then this becomes very easy. Okay, that was just by luck actually. Bam, bam, bam. So the way you do this is just by pressing on numbers really. There's not as much thinking as you would do in slow-paced runs. Put flag, press numbers, you calculate when needed, and that's pretty much it. Okay, this can be a flag because of this 2. This has to be because of this 4. Be careful when placing the mines so you don't place it wrong, because sometimes then when you click on the number it can just blast in your face. And 89 seconds, not under the minutes, but it was at least under 100 seconds. That's how Minesweeper Run looks like when you try to speed up. So let me explain what I did there now. But first, a couple of failed attempts. So how do you speedrun Minesweeper? Well, first step is you try to get a big chunk of it. Then you hope for these dots once, these clear indicators that you can just put the flag. You put that by using your right click. And then just click on one next to it, click on other one next to it, fill up all the numbers. Okay, so here we are just gonna put a flag, left click on this one, or on Google Minesweeper you just do both clicks. So it reveals this 3, also put a flag on this one, you can click on this one, or you can just assume this one is not a bomb, it can be 2 next to the number 1. Okay, so one of these 2 is a bomb, we don't know which one yet, so we're gonna skip that for now, because we might uncover that later. So in speedruns you just really wanna flag all that you can, click on the numbers as much as possible. Probably gonna do it a bit too much, everyone does. And sometimes you're gonna have to get lucky, just do your lucky shots. So here there's 25% chance that this is the block for 2. I'm not gonna go with that, and I've lost because I didn't go for that bet. Although this was not actually a betting moment, this was actually a pure logic moment where I just had to click on this one, which will uncover more blocks and I would survive way longer. So basically what you're looking for in a speedrun is not dying like this, or not starting out like this. So you would much rather probably start with this. Might be fine actually, let's check it out. So where you can cover a bunch of places fast using only simple things, that's a pretty good way to start a speedrun. This might have been good, but I was a bit too slow to pick it up. So in speedruns, definitely make sure you get a great start, which would be the one covering the most squares possible on the first click, and if you don't get it, press the little emoji and restart. Make sure you don't make foolish mistakes, and you can always practice in beginner mode. This one is pretty easy. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. In beginner mode, I would say, well, speedrun time is under 10 seconds. I'm probably not gonna hit that right now. Bruv. Big fail. Okay, so this is what you search for in these speedruns, the beginner one. So you go like there. and 12 seconds.
Bruh.
Under 10 seconds I would say is good. If you're a real professional that goes hyperspeed, you can do like 5 seconds and such. I think my best is like 9 or 8 seconds. Now that I've explained everything to you, I will do my last take on intermediate speedrun. So make sure I get the right opening, like this one. So I got this corner solved already pretty much. I've got a pretty decent start. The entire top part of the map is already solved and I can just keep going down. It's always a good time to mark anything, even if it's just one flag for any assumption, or if you can definitely make sure one place is not a bomb, then definitely do it. And don't think you're wasting time by unnecessarily clicking in the numbers, because it's definitely better than just missing out on something. For example, right there, didn't notice that. Okay, 125 seconds. Not the best attempt ever. Now under 10 seconds on beginner mode is good. On intermediate, try to hit under 1 minute, so under 60 seconds. That is the score I will settle for. Make sure you can take your time researching for the right startup. For example, this is not the best start, so I'll just reset. This is also not a great startup when you just blast yourself right at the start. Also probably not great, unless I uncover something, give it a chance. Next step might be uncovering something big, where you just get really fast, you get really lucky, there's a bunch of ones, there's a bunch of twos. For example, such things as this happen. There's this 5, we can mark a bunch of stuff. As you can see, it's always worth to give something a chance. Yeah, this is definitely a mine. Okay, so not under 60 seconds, but still a fairly decent run. Okay, we can also mark this, and 76. Okay, see, that was fairly decent run, and I've got maybe not the greatest start, but I gave it a chance, and I covered a lot of squares in the beginning pretty quickly. I just lack speed in the second half.
2 seconds later.
Okay, 61 seconds. So a minute and a second speedrun, pretty decent I would say. So yeah, for those of you who believe Suica is the hardest game, yeah, try speedrunning Expert Minesweeper. Intermediate took me a minute. Expert, even when you're going slow, is infinitely hard, because the chances that you'll get to less than 10 lucky shots through the run are absolutely small. Like sometimes you just can't apply logic, can't apply any pattern that you can find on YouTube, you just have to go and clutch it, and it happens a lot on expert mode. So to beat it, you better have that restless gambler inside of you. And before you hop on Minesweeper, let me just remind you, take a deep breath, drink some water, and don't forget about the world outside, because today games can be pretty addictive. What he wants to say is go touch some grass, go to the near park, do some push-ups. If you want to see me beat Expert Minesweeper, let me know in the comments. Also let me know what are your speedrun times, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.